During my time in sports broadcasting, I've had the good fortune to describe the play of many terrific athletes, their exploits, their efforts. I mean, they're awe-inspiring. But when it comes to the outstanding play of T.J. Oshie, I just have to smile. It brings a smile to my face, just the thought of it. Him faking a goalie into next week, big smile. Him smashing a bigger player into the boards, or him leaping through the dressing room tunnel after warm-ups, you get the picture. Big smile, and we love TJ for it.
The ultimate warrior, the ultimate competitor, an engine that never stops is T.J. Oshie, and that's why he's been a fan favorite ever since he arrived here in town.
In my younger years, my dad, along with the other coaches, would always put up a laminated quote on the door. The quote read, "Today I will give all I have, for this moment may never come again. Today I will give all I have, for this moment may never come again." That has always stuck with me because that is the only thing I've ever had full control over. No amount of skill, size, or speed could control how hard I worked and whether I could give 100% or not. That was only up to me. So to my family, friends, coaches, trainers, teammates, fans, and to the game of hockey, I promise you this. The moment my skates touched the ice, I gave you everything I had. With that, after 17 years in the NHL, I'd like to officially announce my retirement. Thank you.
Now that he's officially retired, what are your emotions like? You've been around him for so long.
Yeah, it's as emotional as he was getting, I was getting emotional as well. Like I said to someone else earlier this week, like I really feel like when he came in, that was a sea change for our organization. I mean, I think you look at the Langway trade as a trade that changed the course of our organization, our history, and I think the Oshie trade is right there with it. I don't think it's 1 and 2. I think they're both trades that change the trajectory of our organization.
Do you feel like he was the player or one of the players that kind of put you guys over the top?
Yeah, I think, every year we talk to Nick and Ovi, and we need a right wing. We need a right wing. And, we constantly search to try and find the right guy for them. And, we thought we had a real good chance at Osh, and that he was the perfect fit. Like he said before, when they put me in that spot on the power play, when they played with Nick and Ovi, he just lit up. He took his game to another level. So I think it was the perfect fit in the end. In hindsight, exactly what we hoped he'd be.
Off the ice as well as a great leader. Tom Wilson, remember him saying this year when he kind of assumed that bumper position on the power play.
Yeah.
He said Oshie would try and get off the ice a little early to give him a chance to get out there and get his feet wet. That to me said a lot about what T.J. Oshie meant, not only on the ice, but off it as well.
And that's going to be his legacy that carries on for years to come. Is Oshie was that type of teammate that he thought about his teammates. He wanted to show up and set a good example, and he talked about his work ethic every single day and how hard he competed every single game and how much he battled through injuries to just stay on the ice or to be able to play. And so the Connor McMichaels of the world, the Alexei Protas of the world, the Marty Fay-Arbys have watched that and learned from him and around Oshie, and that's where Oshie's impact as a player, the 2018 and all the things and playing 1,000 games, but he's going to have young players that are telling his story for years to come about how much they learned from Oshie.
It's a celebration of a great career, so obviously happy things, special things. I feel like, when he talks about, Nick and the kids, and that it kind of resonates with you as a father, and kind of in and out of those things as a player, like he talked about a lot, and I think also just happy that I wasn't giving a speech. I don't like public speaking, so that wouldn't be at the top of my list on things I wanted to do. But he did it really well. He's a good speaker, and kind of recapped a great career.
One of the things that stands out to me is being in Vancouver for game number 1,000, knowing what you were going through the day, and then hearing that celebration in the locker room may have been the loudest I've ever heard for a non-playoff game. What can you take and tell us about that day, because I know how special reaching that milestone was to you.
Yeah, it was a tough one. We were in Vancouver, and so that's just a quick 2-hour drive for my family that's out in Seattle. And I knew everyone I'd already bought all the tickets, or the cabs had got them for me. Everyone was already on their way up, and I actually was tying my skates, and I felt something go up my back, and I was like, no, not today. Of all days, not today. I went out, did the laps, didn't even do one rep of a drill, and just got off the ice. There actually was a chiro in town that I had seen in the past when I had some back problems. I got referred to him from my guy in Minnesota, and I think it might have been a Saturday, so they're maybe supposed to be closed. He was in there doing some, I don't know, work, and he ended up let me in, fixed me up. I didn't nap that day. I only did training all during the nap to get my body ready, and ended up making it through. So that cheer in the locker room was super special. Even the guys before the game, they're like, hey, you just got to do one play. You just got to go out for one shift. We'll carry you if we have to. So it was a special moment.